Let's, before we do anything else, clear something up. 5 feet, 8 inches tall? What are you really?
Actually, I'm 5 feet 9 inches with my shoes on. Yeah, so I like to say 5 feet 9 inches.
But you know what I'm driving at here? People look at you and say, here's a girl who can get inside, make those power moves inside. Yeah, you're not nearly the tallest person in the conference. How does that work?
You know, I think there's a lot of effort into it. You know, I've had the mindset that I'm shorter than everyone since about 8th grade, that I'm going to be a short post. And so I've been working at that, almost my whole life. And, it's just effort on your end, my end, and it's heart, and it's going after the boards and all that.
Well, I think that when your teammates talk about you, to me at least, there probably is not a more respected person on the team in terms of your effort. Your coach is the same way. That's got to feel great.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. It's nice to know that your hard work kind of pays off, and then hopefully, my effort can lead to other people, working hard too. I mean, I'm a perfectionist, like in all areas of my life, so I want to work hard in everything that I do. So maybe it is a little bit of overachieving, but I want everyone to do well, and hopefully my attitude will affect others.
You talked about the effort, and of course that's a big part of rebounding and defense. How much is instinctual, or what you read with the ball coming off the rim when it comes to rebounding?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is instinctual, and there is effort to it, so it's not just all natural ability, but I've worked at it for a long time, like I've said, and it's kind of came to me over the years.
And Smith from Nicolay.
Wow. Nice.
Scoring-wise, there have been some good scoring nights for you this year, but I think your scoring has been down a little bit. Does that bother you at all?
No, it doesn't bother me, especially because we're winning, and we're all 5 starters, and everyone coming off the bench has the ability to score 20 a night. So I think it really makes us tough to guard defensively. So it doesn't really matter if I'm scoring, 10 or 20 points, just as long as we're winning and playing well.
Then before the break, you did have kind of a breakout game when it came to scoring. What was the difference in that game?
I'm not quite sure there was a difference. I just think, maybe some of my shots were falling that hadn't before, and then we went to me a little more. And so it just kind of depends on who's guarding you and what's working that night.
You've been a starter virtually since the day you stepped on the court here at Jewel. And again, I think that's part of your story. People look at you and maybe say, well, how could that be? But what's it been like to be one of the mainstays of this team for now 2.5 years?
It's been exciting. Chelsea and I have always joked about it, kind of being together through all this. And it's been exciting. And hopefully, our excitement about basketball kind of, like I said, affects especially the underclassmen.
You excited to start this GLVC season? I know last year it was such a mystery.
Yeah, I am really excited, especially starting with Indianapolis, who's such a strong team. I think it's going to be a great year.
You talked a little bit ago about being a perfectionist in all areas of your life. Can you give an example outside of basketball?
I mean, in school, I have to do really well. I don't like to get B's. I never got B's in high school, and when I got my first B here, I almost cried a little bit. With my family, I push my sister to be a perfectionist, and so just everywhere, I'm trying to do my best.
I know we really can't talk about recruiting, but your sister's being looked at by some schools, not to mention any in particular, but you have any influence on her?
Oh, yeah, I've already told her she's signing here, so she's already here, hopefully.
I don't know if that's an NCAA...
I don't know if that's illegal or not, but I've already told her she's coming here. We already have Jewel stuff for the family. We know where everything is, so it seems to be the best option for her.
You guys pretty competitive?
Yeah, we are, especially because, she's about 3-4 inches taller than me, so I always push her a little bit because I'm way stronger than her. But, yeah, we have a lot of fun together.
You went to a small high school. What's been the difference between going to a high school small and coming to play in college?
Well, it's kind of nice for Jewel because Jewel's actually really small too, kind of compared to. But there's certainly been some culture shocks. There's different things here, but basketball-wise, there's better competition because in high school I was the biggest person on the floor usually. So there has been a little bit of change, but it's kind of nice. There's still that community feel here at Jewel.
What are you going to do when you get out of college?
Well, I want to teach and coach, hopefully. Maybe get a grad assistant spot if I can't get a coaching spot when I graduate. But stay in basketball. That's my plan.
Would you have preferred to be another 6 inches taller, or is that something that kind of in life maybe that wouldn't be the best thing for you?
I mean, it might not be the best thing. I think it would change me as a player. I think my height has really influenced how I play now. And so if I was 6 inches taller, I might not be where I am now.
So you see your life in basketball at what level do you think?
High school or college, either one would be exciting. I kind of have to see what my options are when I graduate, but we'll see.
A couple of big wins so far this year. Pittsburgh State was number 3 when we played them. You talked about Indianapolis, who we're playing tonight. Those the biggest memories, the Pitt State game, rather? Is that a huge memory for you here, or what is your best memory?
Yeah, I would say that is a huge memory, and I think, maybe not game-wise, but just spending, weekends with teams, like on road trips, like when we went to Louisville, that was really fun. But Pitt State is certainly one of those games that's stuck in your mind.
What would you like your final moment in a Jewel uniform to be a year and a half from now?
Oh, championship. That's what I want. That's easy. Conference championship and then go to nationals. That'd be cool.